So here's a question for you. Do fish know they're in water? It might sound dumb, but it's really not. So think about it. If two fish are talking to each other, they might just feel like they're in reality. Because if water is all you've ever experienced, your conception of that will simply be that's reality. You won't think of it as water. So imagine one fish gets caught by a fisherman and gets pulled out of the water, gets pulled up onto a fisherman's boat. They pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. They look at it, take a picture, and then they throw it back in the water. Now imagine that fish trying to tell the other fish what happened. And all the other fish are going to be like, this guy's crazy. He believes in all this nonsense. He says there's other realities. Cuckoo, this guy's crazy. But the thing is, that fish just experienced a different reality. So this is the same thing that people who have had near-death experiences have gone through. This is the same thing that people who astral travel or who have had out-of-body experiences go through. They got out of these waters. The fish came out of the water. It got into a different reality. Then they come back and try to tell you about it, and everyone's like, eh. To some extent, it's true for even people who have done strong psychedelics like DMT or ayahuasca. They're getting into a different reality. They're in different waters or different realities. And people who have had these experiences will basically say things are totally different in different dimensions or in different realities. It's a completely different set of rules for existence. Like all of a sudden you're telepathic, or all of a sudden you're seeing angels or spirits, or all of a sudden you're not in a physical body, you're in a spiritual body or an energetic body, So I want to draw that analogy between a fish getting pulled out of the ocean or out of a lake into a boat. And yeah, the other fish might not understand or believe the person, and why would they? Because they don't necessarily know they're in water. They think they're in reality. But that's actually just the reality of being in the water. That's not reality itself, right? So maybe reality is something much bigger than we realize, and these are just the waters we're in. Human life, Earth. These are just the waters we're in. This is just the ocean we're in. It's not the same thing as reality itself. Reality itself may have many other worlds and dimensions and everything. This is just our lake that we swim in. And we think that's all there is to reality. Just like that fish. So, something to think about.